connecting with nature is always through bacteria. But you know, there are many types of bacteria, like 300,000 different strains of bacteria are all around us because they are here for 3.5 billion years ago. So they are the dominating life form on Earth, I have to tell. And they are always there. And we cannot identify them by their look or how, because it is so difficult. But they do metabolic changes, and they have their metabolites, and the metabolites are quite similar. So when you smell a rotten flesh or a dead animal, you smell it from quite a distance, don't you?
Right.
Because you are your senses are programmed to feel that this kind of bacterial community is not good for me. That's why you are disgusted. So you don't want to go close. You don't want to touch it, or you don't want to be involved in a bad smell.
Right.
But when you taste a glass of wine or a nice cheese, then you have the feeling that this is something metabolic. So you sense the presence of a bacterial ecosystem. But since they are lactic acid, this is short chain fatty acid, lactic acid is a short chain fatty acid, it is very useful as a fuel for your body. Then you say, oh yeah, I quite like it. And one thing first happens in your body is that histamine is produced when you that's why if you have histamine intolerance or histamine problems, then you are suggested not to drink wine, not to eat fermented food, any kind, because the histamine rises when you sense the histamine signal. But the histamine signal is an alert signal, because when you smell these bacterial metabolites like the butyric acid, it is like the athlete's food.
Right.
But when it is in a cheese and it enters into your digestive system and your body recognizes this kind of product as a good and beneficial product for you, then it breaks down the histamine. So first the histamine stops the system to do the necessary lab tests. And the lab test in your body says that, okay, this is good, I can take it. And it removes the histamine, and then your digestion goes on. The problem is that when your immunity is not strong, then it will produce a lot of histamine in front, because you don't want to do anything which is risky
Right.
for the body.